Hi, what is your name?
Vincent.
Vincent. So, nice to meet you, Vincent.
to meet you.
What is your favorite board game?
My favorite board game. I don't normally play a lot of board games. I tend to more play like card games, and especially the kind of intrigue ones. So where you have different roles, and then you kind of those give you bonuses. In each round, you have to repick your role. I can't think of any names, but those kind of like games I tend to prefer because they're more dynamic. So yeah, I'm not normally not a big board game fan.
Okay, so what do you think about this game? I mean, what did you like about it, or what is your experience about it?
Well, I thought it was a lot of fun, but it's very reminiscent of Civilizations, which I'm a huge fan of. I've played more hours than I want to admit of Civ 5, and this is very sort of similar in setup. The tile look obviously is very similar, and also the combination of war and trade, and the sort of building up of cities with different sort of buildings with bonuses. So yeah, I very much enjoyed it. There was definitely a learning curve. So at first I was just kind of ignoring the cards because like whatever, I'm sure they're just simple things, and then you start playing cards and I was like, oh shit, what? So, and also the wonder, like I looked at it and thought, okay, that looks okay, but I very much underestimated the 5 coins each turn. So there's definitely a bit of a learning curve, sort of learning what buildings matter more than not, and what a rough order, might be good. But it was a lot of fun, and it was very, it was both dynamic because things kept changing hands, but at the same time you are kind of building stuff up. So it's interesting, and I feel like it has good replayability. Like I think I could play this a lot of times and it wouldn't get kind of boring. Like I'm bored of Monopoly, but I think I could play this quite a few times and it'd still be fun.
What do you think that is the right price range for this game?
Based on the board type and kind of the pieces, somewhere between $40 and $60, I guess. Sort of that's the market price. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I would expect it to be in the shop.
Okay. So in terms of rating for the game, grading for the game, what is your grade from 1 to 5?
I think, having played it once, I think it's definitely, it could be what I anticipate it could be a 5. Like now I might say like maybe 4, but I think once it's done, or if I play more and I better appreciate it, I think it could easily be a 5 because it's, like I said, it's a fun game and I feel like it has good replayability. But that's something I would have to play it multiple times for to really tell. But yeah, I should say 4 or 5. Like it's a really strong game, I think.
So, in terms of improvements, what do you think that should be improved in this game?
In terms of sort of game dynamics?
Oh, maybe get the game dynamics, maybe something missing, maybe something kind of you wanted to add into this game.
I think game dynamics. I think it's fine. It's hard from one game to judge the balance, so there might be a bit of tweaking in terms of the exact numbers of how much everything's worth. Then I think for like repeatability, I think definitely being able to change the map up. So maybe having movable like starting positions, so that it isn't always okay. The Romans start here and the Greeks are there. If it will be able to dynamicize the board, I think that would improve playability, and maybe having more races, let's say, or more nationalities or more civilizations would help also, because then you could potentially add more people. And I do think, especially with the trade being kind of chaotic, I think if you were to be able to go to 4, 5, 6 people, it could get very kind of hectic and interesting as things go past each other. So yeah, I think if you could adapt the boards to be 4 players, 5 players, 6 players, that could be, I think, also very strong.
So, by the way, when you play like against another player, you can trade with each other.
Yeah.
So theoretically, you can when you touch by ships,
you don't have to
then yeah, you not necessarily you can trade.
Okay, that's good to know.
So it's fine. You can trade. It's part of the game. what do you think about like I know graphics like for the game? Like I know rule books. Like, do you think that it's? I understand that you didn't have time like to read it through, but at least in terms of kind of visibility, do you think that it's useful and I know it's convenient?
I think, like this overview sheet, I think is very clear. It's got the most important things in there, and I think the color coding is very clear. So, and obviously it's also just a matter of getting to use the game. But I think the cards. I think the graphics are very consistent. So I think it's very thematically well put together. So I think it works very well.
Okay. Do you see something new that you didn't see in other games? Like, are there like some specific features that you can, I know, mention in your review as well for the game?
I'm trying to think. From the board games that I have played, I think the way the cities and the resources work is very unique because you have to be smarter about what you're putting where. Because in most board games that I've played, where this resource collection is just kind of hoard, and the resources are on you. And here, they're really on physical pieces, so you have your city has a limited amount of spots, so you can't just kind of hoard everything and then build everything at once. You really have to kind of be smart about where you put your resources and everything. So I think that's very unique and adds a level to your thinking. And the interactions of the board with the cards is not something I've seen before. So yeah, I think there's definitely some new elements, and everything being put together is definitely new.
So will you be interested, like when it will go on Kickstarter, to look into it and see some news?
I'd definitely be interested in playing this game more. So this is definitely something I would consider having, and something that a board game that's worth having your actual buying and owning. I think the replayability would be very good. So that's why I normally don't play board games, because I get bored very quickly. But I feel with this game I could sort of switch things up and keep playing. So I think I'd definitely be interested.
Thank you very much. Thank you.